when I was about 10 or 12 years old. I wanted to be a veterinarian. And I worked for a veterinarian when I was 15, 16, and through high school, and then went to Auburn University for 7 years to become a veterinarian. Moved up here in 1980, opened up this clinic. All right, I'd like to talk to you today about overweight pets, and obviously it's a problem I'm working with myself. Overweight pets can come from a multitude of various problems, but basically the rule is if calories in exceeds calories out, they're going to gain weight. Spaying or neutering does not make dogs or cats fat. It's too much food and not enough exercise. So what we recommend in veterinary medicine is to move to a lower calorie food, such as ones that have usually a higher fiber to keep them regular. Various foods are made in almost all configurations for dogs and cats. I mean, when we get a fair number of fat cats and a fair number of fat dogs. And it's always good to try to work on it. What you do is you give them the food according to the directions on the bag, and try to exercise them a little bit more. Take them for walks. The walks are good for your pet, and of course they're very good for you too. So get out, maybe take your pet to Steel Creek Park or on the trails around Bristol. It's always good to try to keep your pet fit and trim. You don't want them to get intensely overweight. Overweight does cause problems such as back problems, knee problems. They just become, the fatter they get, the more lethargic and laying around they do. It may look cute, but in practicality, it doesn't work real well. In the science diet line, which is what we recommend here, we have a food called RD. It stands for reducing diet. And then when you get down to a certain weight maintenance area, then we have what's called WD, which is the weight maintenance diet. It does an excellent job keeping the weight under control, higher fiber to keep the stool moving on through, and it does a good job. One of the problems we have, unfortunately, though, is snacks. And that's a problem with people, too. We just ate our regular meals, we'd be in pretty good shape. But when the owners are sitting down watching TV, a lot of times they'll be having a bag of potato chips or crackers or something, candy or something like that, and they give that to the dog or cat. And particularly the dogs that they're begging. And that's where your calories can add up. So always be careful about trying to cut the snacks down, especially salty snacks. As the pets get older, especially dogs, we always worry about heart problems. Heart problems, high blood pressure can all be a problem in pet dogs and cats just like in people. So try to stay away from the high salt foods and things like that. Also, a sort of special little tip is xylitol. I'm not so sure if many people have heard about that in the diet or the sugarless gums, but don't think, well, regular gums got all those calories, so I'm going to give my dog a piece of sugarless gum. Well, first off, they don't need gum at all. But a single stick or two of xylitol gum can be enough to kill a dog or cat, especially dogs. So stay away from xylitol. And if you have a problem with it and they get into some, be sure to call me or the emergency clinic. So if you can work on exercising, getting up and walking down the street, walking the trails, don't be running a lot with the dogs until they're really in good shape. Try to stay off of asphalt because it can really wear their pads down. So try to get them, into the park areas, on grass, on trails, so that they can, relax and, you can have a safe and enjoyable trip while both of you are exercising.